GPT Image 1.5 just dropped, so it's time to compare it with Nano Banana Pro using 15 viral prompts. This is the battle of the best AI image generators and editors out there. So let's start with ChatGPT. I uploaded the image of myself and then entered the interesting prompt to scan my face and draw soft fine lines following the facial contours slightly glowing, then analyze the age and show all of that in the image. This is what we received. So you see the skin pigmentation tone, eye area, and analysis of the face like a 3D scan mesh, estimated age 39. It almost guessed completely. My age is 41. So this is Gemini or Google Nano Banana, but on the other platform, because in Gemini it didn't want to produce an image because of the policy. This one actually provided more details, an estimated age 42. I'm 41, so it guessed better. Then we have a very complicated JSON prompt of photorealistic living miniature man, not a plastic figure, casual gardening clothes, doing many interesting things. Look at this image. This is GPT. So he is mourning the eyebrows, which is very, very good. Then I said, can you change the color of lawnmower to the blue and change the miniature man to the female? And it actually created that. So here is the female and the lawnmower is actually blue. So very good prompt adherence from the ChatGPT, both from image generation and from image editing. On the Gemini part, almost the same. I couldn't feel the difference. I mean, the details are extremely good. The person and the prompt adherence are also good. So we have the red lawnmower, person male in jeans, also change the color, and it did change. And here we have the female lawnmower. I could not decide which one is better here. Great from both sides. Then always those interesting prompts. So drawing a 6x6 grid. In row 1, many different items. In row 2, row 3, row 4, all of the different items. And what we received in GPT 1.5 is this completely prompt adherence. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6x6. And all of the items are completely correct here. Interestingly enough, then I wanted to make things even more complicated. And then I said, now assemble a real living room where items in row 1 are on the walls as paintings, items from row 2 are on the table, items from 3 are on the floor, and so on and so forth. And look at what we received here. Complete adherence to the prompt. So we have the paintings on the wall consisting of the first row. We have the things on the blue chair. We have the news here. We have the things on the floor and also on the table. Amazing from ChatGPT. Then the same from Nano Banana Pro or Gemini Image. Great. I mean, this also looks great, but this isn't 6x6 grid. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8x4 grid. It contains almost all of the items, but it didn't completely adhere to the prompt. Also, the same editing thing, put everything in the living room, and we also received, this great image. So the paintings are on the wall, we have the blue chair, the newspapers are here kind of hidden. We have the letter Z, very, very nice, but I would say here is the winner, GPT 1.5. Then of course we need to create a technical infographic or a realistic photograph of Golden Gate Bridge with all of the Blue Bridge style lines, arrows, text annotations and everything. So this is GPT. Let's check the text. Correct, no gibberish, tower height, wind bracing, navigation lights, main span. Yeah, we don't have any gibberish at all here. Everything is correct. That's great. Now just prompted do the same but for Eiffel Tower. And here we have. I didn't check the real height if everything is correct, but annotations are really great, like a blueprint. Up until now, only Nano Banana Pro was able to do that really correctly. And here is the Nano Banana Pro image. Actually contains less data than on GPT, but it's kind of a more cleaner. It looks more appealing to the eye. Also for the Eiffel Tower, let's see, total height, nice. Here we have also those 3 rectangles, base pillar, Remette joint detail, very, very nice. Both performing great. What can you say? Please let me down in the comments below which one do you prefer based on your testing. Now, this was kind of a more deep thinking test, not so image creation. I asked who was the most influential person in human history create an image. This is what we received from GPT. So it's a religious leader. I don't know which one, but we have many different things here from, it could be Buddhism, Christianity. Here we have Knight Templars, I think. Pretty interesting image. We could analyze that one for hours for sure. I asked the same to Gemini in the Gemini app. It didn't want to create. I can create lots of images for you, but not like that one. But I said, create an image representation of who you think the most. Again, the same. Okay, then animate a depiction of the most influential person in history. And then it created this. I don't know who could that be, but he has many different people in mind. Then for the Nano Banana Pro, I asked the same things, but used the different platform. And here we obviously received Jesus. So we could say that Gemini thinks that Jesus was the most influential person in history. Nice. Now one test again with image to image. I uploaded the image of myself and said a single 4x4 grid containing 16 portraits of the same person at different stages of life. So top row of age 1, 5, 11, 18. Second row 20, 30. Third row and so forth. I even added on the fourth row to go to the age 500 just to see what would happen. And here is this 4x4 grid. So yeah, age 1, 5 and 11 looks too much the same. On 18, I already look like now at 40. Then at 20, 30, 40, very similar things. Then suddenly at 50, I'm all gray. At 60, 70, 80, 90, there are some slight nice differences. And then we have 100, 110, and look at what's happening at 500. It really depicted a nice image of potentially myself at 500 years of age. Perhaps one day people will live that long. On Gemini, let's see, age 1, 5, 5 of 11, very good difference. Then 18, also very nice difference. You remember on GPT, on 18, I already look like 30 something. Then 20, 30, 40, as I am now. Then 50, 60, 70, yes. Those looks very good differences here. And then from 100 to 120 also good, but actually with 500 I almost look like 120. So this is amazing prompt. By the way, if you want any of the prompts, just let me know and I'll paste it in the comment. This is one of the most fun prompts I ever had. Now this is the example that actually ChatGPT and OpenAI gave. So the complicated prompt for the newspaper and a lot of the different data in the newspaper, even the tables and everything. So you see how long the prompt is. And what we received from GPT, introducing GPT 5.2. The most capable model series yet for professional knowledge work. All of the text looks great. Look at the table. Amazingly how this looks. Not a single error here. This is Gemini or Nano Banana Pro. Also looks very good. No errors here. Let's check the data. Everything looks completely good. Very realistic. But by my opinion, GPT newspaper looks better. But this is just a subjective. Both prompt adherence 100%. Now, of course, always I need to try to create an images of wine glass filled to the absolute brim. And then also next to the glass, a manual clock shows precisely 3:45. Let's see GPT. Glass is full completely and the clock 3:45. Nice, this is 100% correct. And I just said now glass is full to the absolute brim, but with beer, and clock shows 5:15. Let's see what we get here. So yeah, the beer glass looks very good. Is it 5:15 here? No, it's not. This is the small. This one shows 7, this one shows 2. This is not correct, but nonetheless, very good. This is what we got from Nano Banana Pro. Even though I know that Nano Banana Pro can fill the glass to the brim, this time it didn't. I didn't do a second retry. It can do that. Everybody knows that. Here, the time is not completely correct. Now with the beer looks great. Is it 5:15? Now, it could be interpreted like that, even though this one is here The larger one and the smaller one shows at 3, the larger one shows at 5. So that could be interpreted as a 515. Also, let's play some with the games. An ultra-realistic Zootopia game footage, third-person adventure style. Dynamic camera angle slightly behind the characters. Amazing job from OpenAI and GPT Image. Yes. Look at all of the details and no hallucinations in the background. You see? Completely looking very good. Then we have Gemini also. Of course, I mean, I'm repeating myself, everything is extremely good because those two models are out of this world. But hereby, if we want to be specific, it's not completely prompt adherence. You remember in the prompt, it was camera from behind of them. This is not from behind, this is looking forward to the characters. Now, once again, I uploaded the image of myself and one of the very good prompts with which you can recreate yourself in a surreal way. So surreal double exposure portrait of a mysterious young man with massive inspired hair. The ocean merged seamlessly with the cold, telephone poles fading into the fog, hyper realistic. This is what we received. Look at how this image looks good. I will use this as my profile picture very soon everywhere. So the ocean is transforming into me. Here we have telephone poles, the images, and really that gloomy look. Gemini didn't want to do that directly in Gemini app, but it did in the other platform. So also, I mean, again, repeating myself, but what could you say? Which one is better? Tell me in the comments, I really don't know. Now let's test intricate details. So extreme macro close-up of a vibrant orange fuzzy thread being pulled through an eye of a sharp silver swinging needle. The background is solid deep black. This is GPT. The details are amazing, complete prompt adherence, black solid background like a professional image. Great. Nano Banana Pro, also extreme details, even though I don't know why do we have two needles here. I mean, of course, always this can be corrected in the second iterations, but I on purpose wanted to showcase you the first results that I received. And now let's create an isometric miniature 3D cartoon scene of the city, whatever city we want, featuring its most iconic landmarks and architectural elements. So this is Paris and this is GPT. Let's zoom. The cars, the Paris and most iconic landmarks are there. Let's, for example, say do the same for, I don't know, Los Angeles. Amazing. Here is the Los Angeles miniature diorama scene. The Hollywood, I've been to Los Angeles, but I don't know all of the historic landmarks. Here is the Hollywood Bowl, I think. Yeah, you could make money selling posters like that, probably. Let's look at Gemini. This is Paris. The details are great. The cars, the Eiffel Tower, the church, great details. So let's do the same for Los Angeles. Looks good, but by my opinion, GPT-1 looks better. Again, subjectively, but by my opinion, it does look better than this one. Now let's try some diagrams. So modern clean flay diagram of the DNA double helix deconstructed into its main components, nucleotides, base pairs, A, T, C, G. Everything is here, number staged from 1 to 4. This is GPT image, 1, 2, 3, 4. Adenine, thymine, cytosine, A to T, C to G, sugar phosphate backbone. This could be in poster in any school. Looks great. Nano Banana Pro, of course, also did a great job. I'm not a chemist, so I cannot say who is the most correct or more correct. Both look very good to me. Now one detailed JSON prompting for the male warrior. Many different details. I can copy that easily in the comments. And this is what we received from the GPT. Details are amazing. Look at everything at the face. Complete prompt adherence. Of course, also Nano Banana Pro, all of the details. Really, one could not say which one is better at this specific scenario, and I would say in 90% of the scenarios. So now, who is the winner? At this example, I would say it's a Gemini. It's more details. At this example here, everything is the same, I would say, in both, so it's a tie. Then in the 6x6 grid, the winner is GPT Image 1.5 because prompt adherence, and it really created 6x6, while Gemini did not. It created 8x4. On the Golden Gate Bridge, I cannot decide. Both look great with all of the intricate details. On who is the most influential person in history, I don't know, I like that GPT for now is not censoring so much directly in the ChatGPT environment, while Google in Gemini obviously is. I mean, I can, whenever I attach my own image, it doesn't allow me to create anything. So I would say GPT perhaps is the winner here. Then on recreating myself with all of the different ages, I prefer GPT part because especially for the 500 age person. For the newspapers, I would say also GPT here is better, even though, I mean, this is just subjectively. Once again, I need to say that. For this one, on one image, the GPT performs better. On the second one, the Nano Banana Pro performed better. On the Zootopia, GPT performed better because the camera angle is at the prompt adherence, by my opinion. Here in image to image of yourself creating this amazing portrait, I would say it's a tie. In this specific example for intricate details, GPT performed better, even though here we also have in Gemini all of the details, but we for some reason have two of those. Then in isometric, it could be a tie easily. On the structure of DNA explained subjectively, I think GPT here is better. And on the details of this warrior, both look great. So finally, I would say that Nano Banana and Google finally again have a real competitor, because OpenAI with GPT Image 1.5 really increased their quality and everything. Thank you very much for watching. Have a great day. Bye bye.